In the co-main event, boss, as we look at the tail of the tape.
Yeah, I always look at the reach advantage. Only 3 inches, not going to play a factor. Major factor. Weight is very close. Height, well, 2 inch, 3 inch difference. 2 inch, sorry. And that's about it. Age the same. These guys are young guys.
The light heavyweight bout. And let's go inside the cage. Jazz Sakura for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is time for your co-main event of the night. It is brought to you by Everlast Hydrate Elite. We're scheduled for 3 rounds in the World Series of Fighting Light Heavyweight Division. And now, introducing on the blue side of the decagon, his record, 13 victories versus 3 defeats. Standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing 205 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Eau Claire, Wisconsin, by way of Spooner, Wisconsin. Introducing Cully, the Mason Butterfield.
All right, well, both guys are good everywhere, but Butterfield has 7 knockout victories, so why not see if he can keep the fight standing, use short combinations with in and out movement, so it's harder for his opponent to take him down.
And now his opponent across the decagon, his record, 14 victories, only 3 defeats, standing 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing 206 even pounds, fighting out of Natal, Brazil, here tonight, presenting Ronny Markes.
Markes fought the better competition, so he should dictate the pace of the fight right from the start. Now, because he lost his last 2 fights by knockout, he probably will see if he can take the fight to the ground and go ground and pound into submissions.
And when the action begins, your referee is Steve Mazzagatti.
Steve.
Round 1, Emily Miller starts us off here between Markes and Butterfield in our co-main event tonight inside the joint.
Ronny Markes looks a little bit like Pedro Rizzo. Whoa, and he had a big kick like Pedro Rizzo. And for the people at home who don't understand the Portuguese language, when we say honey, that's how you pronounce an R in Portuguese. So when he would call us home, his wife would call him and say, honey, can you come home? And he's going to answer, okay, honey.
Okay.
We go.
That's great. Born and lives in Brazil, Ronny Markes. And has Butterfield up against the cage.
There you go.
Takedown early.
Takedown. Yeah, coming from Brazil, you know he's doing some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He needs to put that right hook in though, see, otherwise he slips off just like he did. If he would have had it in there, he would have had his back.
Well, Markes has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
He's going to try to take him down again. Look at the way he traps the legs. He's going to fall backwards now. It's kind of taking a little risk if you do that, yeah, because otherwise your opponent might climb on top. And there we go again.
Markes does it again, taking Butterfield down. (14-3) is Markes. His 3 losses were by TKO. 2 by TKO and 1 knockout. In 7 years a pro. Knew what he wanted to do right off the bat here to start this fight and has done it. Got Butterfield to the canvas. How about Butterfield though, boss? He's won 10 of his last 11 fights. He's 13-3. He's on a tear.
Yeah, he's a very heavy-handed guy. You know, his family, they work with bricks, for what I understand. So
masonry business.
Yes, and so when he breaks, look, he's looking for Kimura here. Markes is actually to see if he can pull that off. He's very strong. He's got literally heavy hands, as they say it, because he has to carry bricks the whole time.
Butterfield looking for the reversal here. Markes still trying to keep him down. And is able to do it. But needs to get some strikes in.
He needs to keep it on the fight, but Butterfield's doing a great job. Now he puts both hooks in though. You see, now it's going to be harder for Butterfield to escape that position. Still possible if Markes makes a few mistakes. He might roll, explode to the right inside the guard of Markes, and then he'd be in the guard. Now he can't do that. You need to go first to one side. Move your whole body to the left, you want to turn into him to the right, and if you move your whole body to the right, you want to turn into him to the left.
Butterfield trying to hit back with his right hand on Markes.
See, now Butterfield could try. No, he's got the crossface. Of course, can't roll into him because he'll break his own neck.
Trying to go for the submission here. Markes has Butterfield down.
It's a crossface. Can he do something with it? Most of the time, the opponent just goes, moves his body with the crossface, and that takes the stress off the neck.
Had a really good opportunity there, it looked like there, boss.
Yeah, there is a way, and I call that the boss with an exorcist to do it. And you know, that's to lock up one hip, let's say the right hip, but you need to open the guard. It's a long explanation, but you lock up one hip really tight, and then you crank the neck to the other side of, so if you lock up the right hip, you crank it to the left.
Now Markes.
Now Markes might explode. He might put his right foot out and explode to the right. He can do it if he brings his left arm upwards.
This is the World Series of Fighting 12. We're at the Joint, the Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas. Mike Corey, Boss Rutten, Joey Varner here. This is the co-main event between Ronny Markes out of Brazil and Cully Butterfield from Wisconsin. And Markes has taken Butterfield down a couple of times. Markes is on his back right now, but has Butterfield on top of him. 40 seconds to go here in the first round. They definitely favor Markes and what he's done here, boss, but just didn't get a lot of strikes in, no?
No, he's looking for submissions, you know, and that's his pure focus. Submission and control. He might look for a side choke here. I think that Butterfield knows it. If Butterfield would have stayed on his back, he would have been caught in a side choke. You see? Now, this is a nice reversal here. 18 seconds.
Butterfield with a right hand.
Heavy hands are going to count now, though. He's got to push himself away. He's got to break that grip. There you go. Or escape that grip and explode. He's got a whole minute to break.
Butterfield pounded away at the end of round one.
Vamos lá, irmão. Ó, bater mais nesse cara. Tá por cima, não tá batendo nele.
Put it up. I know. All right, breathe. Take that deep breath. And mouthpiece. No drink. Not very much. Good. Breathe. He's doing exactly what we knew he was going to do, all right? He's tired now. He had trouble cutting this weight, remember? All right. Stay to the game plan. He's going to throw his kicks again. All right. Let's switch it up. Let's take him down, all right? He doesn't like you being on top. All right? You had him in a great position at the end. Want another drink? No, I'm good.
Round two.
Guys. Bring it on, come on.
Markes and Butterfield. We heard a little bit from Butterfield's corner there, boss, during the timeout, saying you got to get him, you know, down now. You know, I mean, he had a few punches there at the end of round one, but let's see if he can take advantage here now, round two.
That's it. He's coming forward. He needs to watch out for the takedown, though, because that first round is going to go to Markes. Butterfield, you know, he might not look it, but the guy's in shape. Trust me. And if you knew Fedor Emelianenko, you look at him and you go like, oh, you know, you see him against a guy who's like all cut up and
right.
You know, but he still has the better stamina. So, you know, these guys train really, really hard. Are still in a great shape.
Butterfield's got Markes up against the cage right now. Butterfield in the blue tape, Markes in the red, and a very unorthodox fighter is Butterfield. When he first started, he was a straight wrestler. It was ground and pound, he said. Now he's altered his style a little bit, and he didn't have really any formal coaching. He was 3-2, and now he's 13-3 as he's won 10 of his last 11. Let's get a report from Joey here as we're a minute into this second round. Joey.
Mike, you hit the nail on the head with your comments about Butterfield's corner. They also said, though, that they felt because Markes didn't make weight yesterday, that he would be gassed out, he would be tired. So not just get that takedown, but push the pace, wear him down, and make him feel your weight and your pressure.
All right, Joey, thanks. Good stuff. Here's Markes now trying to hit.
Well,
as he's in
Markes controlling it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how it looks to the judges. He can hit backwards, those punches are not going to knock you out. And to the judges, it looks like, oh, he's got him in control. You see, that's a good thing, actually, from Butterfield to do. Like, listen, guy, what's going on here?
Yeah, you can see it frustrated.
Yeah, because it's very hard here. It's going to be very hard for Markes to pull off a rear naked choke, especially with his back up against the fence. He needs to lay with his back on the ground because he can't pull his shoulders back right now.
There's nowhere to go.
The distance. Yeah, there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
It's a very hard thing to do.
He's got no room to go back.
You see, even now, you know, to finish a rear naked choke, it's got to be really tight. Now, he's blessed with big arms, so that will close a lot of space, of course, you see, if he goes around. But look at this, what Butterfield is doing now. If he can come into his guard now, like this, now he can start raining down some bombs. And this is 2.5 minutes to go, so he better start working now.
Butterfield on top now of Markes, trying to get a couple of elbows in with a right. His left wrist is being held by Markes.
Got to watch out, up kicks to the face are legal, like he just did there, see? That's the risk of stepping on your feet. He won't make that mistake again, I think. As we saw, I mentioned it in an interview with Renzo Gracie, he knocked out Oleg Tatarov like that. You know, he was the first guy who did that with an up kick. Then we saw Musashi doing it also in Dream in Japan against Jacare, I believe.
Now Butterfield, let's see if he can get a few hits on Markes and get the round back.
He needs to really start working here. You see, he's leaving his right knee on the floor now. He's not stepping on 2 feet anymore. Now he does it. He's got to watch out again. If he moves upwards with his face, with his upper body, he might get kicked in the face again.
What about the spacing here now for Butterfield? As you had said earlier, Markes didn't have the angle. He had the cage. He was back up against the cage, couldn't get the rear naked choke. What about the spacing here for Butterfield?
It's important that he stays just outside, because if he is too close, he might look for a triangle like he's doing right now. See? He's looking for an armbar now. Oh, no, he's pulling it out. That was close, though. Looking for a triangle or an armbar there. First. And if he goes up too high, he's going to get kicked in the face. So he needs to be in the middle. And now he just lost position.
Markes rolls over Butterfield again. And with 30 seconds to go here in round 2.
It's going to be hard also for Butterfield now to roll into him with the control that Markes has with that left arm, you see?
And now pounding away is Markes on top of Butterfield. Got to watch the hits to the back of the head.
Shots. Look at this. Lots of power. He's got 10 seconds to go. I will throw everything at him, including the kitchen sink.
Markes at the end of round 2 getting it done. Look at that. Third round when we return on NBCSN.
Right there. He's doing the same thing, okay. Just smothering you.
Hey, you watch it, okay?
All right, boss, so Markes here on Butterfield at the end of round 2.
Yeah, you already said it also in the break here. He hit him a few times in the back of the head, but right away the referee was on top of him. He said, hey, don't hit the back of the head, and then he stopped doing it. So, no, but it's hard when somebody's squirming underneath of you. You need to hit big bombs. If you know you have only 10 seconds, well, you better go.
Last round, bring it on, come on.
And so you go back to round 2 after round 1 was controlled by Markes. Butterfield, it looked like he would have had that advantage having Markes down most of round 2. But how about the flurry at the end? How much weight do you give, to Markes for what he just did?
Well, Markes took him down. He had the first takedown. Then he got reversed. When he went for that armbar, or anyway, he got reversed. He got on top. but then he reversed it again. You know, that's when actually Markes went for the armbar, he pulled out, and then Markes came back on top again. So Markes had more ground control in that round as well.
So you'd say 2-0 in terms of the rounds in favor of Markes.
What I think,
yeah.
But I'm not a judge, and I've been wrong many, many times.
So a big round here for Butterfield in the blue, Markes in the red. Markes.
These are big
Look at this.
kicks.
Going down, and Butterfield now.
Well,
Side control there.
Butterfield knows he needs to do something. He better start working really hard.
Good shots put on by Butterfield on Markes with the right hand.
Looking for the cage. It's got a little lean on me. When you're
Right knee. A little bit of blood coming from Markes now.
It's always good to have a thing that you can lean on.
Trying to take him down. You can see just how much weight it is and how tough it would be to just pull him back.
Nice takedown defense there. Got the underhook with the left arm that's underneath the armpit. They call that an underhook for the people at home who are going to go like, what is that? An underhook. Well, that's the one. Markes looking for the takedown again. And if he can get it, you see he tries to kick the legs out.
There's a right knee from Markes.
Most of the time, let's go just a few distractions there to bring the attention up to the head, and then suddenly he's going to trip the legs. Sweep the leg.
Butterfield knows he's got to do something here in this third round. I mean, he has to.
He needs to have a big thing here. It's going to be hard. Markes got his back. All he needs to do is fall backwards. Fall backwards, and while he falls backwards, put him in the guard.
Markes taking Butterfield down again. And this looks like the end of round 2 where he was able to go to town, but now on his back.
Yep.
And once again, same situation up against the cage. Can't quite nowhere to go.
No, but still Butterfield, if he posts his right leg out, his foot very close to his butt, and then he explodes to the left, for him, to the left, he might do it because the arms are around the body, but he can still move inside that. He needs to explode them.
Markes very dangerous with his array of submissions. Trying to get one here on Butterfield with 1:40 to go in the third round.
He's trying to wiggle him now on top, you see. But I'm amazed that he doesn't do it when he's on his side, but he can do it when he's on top. It's actually amazing. It's so much easier to do if you're laying on the side.
It's all grappling here in this one between these two, Markes and Butterfield. We have not seen much striking at all, really.
Butterfield needs to push himself away now and just start raining down punishment. A lot. He needs to win this round. Well, he needs to win this fight by stoppage.
That's his only leg. Yep, minute to go. Can he do it? Needs to get some punches in. Talking about Butterfield on top of Markes right now. Markes kicks him off.
Still has to watch out for that up kick. Came very close.
Grab the cage. Don't grab the cage.
And the referee telling Markes can't grab the cage. Markes with a little bit of blood, as you see, just under 30 seconds to go, but he has controlled this fight. Butterfield's got 20 seconds to do something.
Yeah, there's not much you can do in 20 seconds. In 10 seconds. Nah.
Not going to happen here for Butterfield in this one.
Looking for a triangle choke here, Markes. But no, it's too close.
Co-main event, Markes and Butterfield. We will be back with the official decision from Las Vegas after this. We are back to the joint here at the Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas. Markes and Butterfield now inside the cage. Jazz Sakura, we have the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of fighting, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judges Sal D'Amato, Lester Griffin, and Roy Silbert all score this fight 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Ronny Markes.
You're a legend, man. Seriously.
Yeah. Get ready. Listen. What you wanna do? If you don't strike first, that's when they gon' come at you. Yeah. And you know it's true. Don't let your life get worse. Being timid, that ain't cool. Nah.